today with Law.
Wait, did you start it?
I guess we started.
I guess.
Let's start right
There's
now.
not like an intro. There's like nothing.
Nah, the intro's done.
You guys should start.
Let's go.
Okay.
We put the intro in later.
This is the special edition of the Frank Nice Show.
The Nice
The Nice and Frank Show.
Podcast.
Get it right.
The Nice and Frank Podcast. Everybody.
You can't be a guest and fuck the show up.
I'm not a guest.
This is the takeover.
This is a takeover.
True, yeah.
This is the new and improved Rich and Mike Show.
Featuring Essence.
Featuring Essence.
With special guest as nice.
With the special guest as
okay.
nice.
So I'm the guest.
And we got a guest here today named Law.
Hi.
Howdy.
I'm trying to figure out if we started.
I don't know.
We have started.
Oh, we have
already
started.
started.
It's a
Oh,
thing.
This is on.
Oh, that's my camera right
Yeah,
there.
the
Where's
This
my
is
camera?
on.
Oh, there's another one. Hi. Oh, hi. Sorry. It definitely looks like it. Okay. We're here. What's up?
Is that camera on me?
Yeah. Frank, I miss
And
you.
her.
I wish that you were here right now.
So let's start this out here right.
Oh,
right.
God.
It's
Why
gonna
do
be
they
a podcast,
call
please.
you Law?
First of all.
Oh
No.
this podcast is
Oh,
tragic.
you can't. This person's got to go. We need a new guest.
We need like what's it to do with the
It's
hook?
always
and the
because you
cool
guys are
off?
kicking the table. I mean,
So
you get the people with the phone.
so explain to us, where you're from, why is your name Law? Give us all the lowdown.
The details. My name is Law because I just was going to jail a lot. I was breaking the law. And so I was like, you know what? Maybe I should. No, I'm kidding.
What was the crime?
I was about to say shit.
I can't say it. I'm going back in jail if I say that.
Okay.
It's on the Lolo. But I'm from upstate New York originally, and I live in Jersey. And my name is Law because it stands for Ladies Always Win. I'm big into acronyms,
Okay.
feminist movement and whatnot.
So that's what it means?
Yeah.
Ladies always win?
Correct.
We gotta check the scoreboard on that.
I would have never known that.
Why?
Really?
Why wouldn't you have known that?
I would have never known that. I thought Law was on some shit like her name. I thought her name was Lawan.
Correct. That is my name.
Oh,
But
that's her name.
yeah, but Law is like my stage name, so we just cut the and out and kept it moving.
That's actually kind of dope.
That's kind of fire. I
Thank
actually
you.
like
I
that.
do kind of like that.
Ladies always win.
Ladies always win. Law. You should put a. Let me shut up.
So what is the concept of being a lady that always wins?
Oh my god.
Well, first of all,
Clearly her phone is not winning.
Clearly
Your phone is
not
Clearly
winning.
she's
Guys, I have to
awkward.
get off this.
Clearly
Let's do it the right way.
she's
Come here.
I'm like, my phone
not
got-
coordinated.
It's done up.
Clearly, ladies
I
don't
don't wanna-
always
I don't wanna-
win.
Yeah, guys.
If you're gonna constantly be dropping the.
I'm trying to be on live and like the world.
So
is
let's
just saying
let's
no.
hear what is your actual concept? Like what is the whole point of ladies always winning? Is there a time that ladies were losing?
No, never. I think Ladies Always Win is kind of just to bring attention to the fact that we were always winning, because in time and everything, men are always trying to just like suppress women. So I feel like I wanted to bring attention and awareness that we've always been here and we've always been, not necessarily doing better, but always been equal to or doing just as good as men.
So you don't like men?
No, I do.
Okay.
Some of them, very
Some.
few. It's like a short list of the men that I like.
So what is the criteria of the perfect man for Law? Describe that perfect man.
I feel like I don't know. It's not like a super long list. It's just like,
Give us
respect,
give us three
honesty, things that men nowadays lack,
respect,
integrity.
honesty. Okay, so it doesn't make a difference if that man is not that good looking, as long as he got respect, as long as he's honest.
I mean, he
A
has to
little
be
fat
good,
guy,
he has
a
to be
little
good
short
looking
guy,
to me.
that makes a difference.
He has to be good looking to me, and I feel like if someone's like, I'm someone that I like your personality, I can then find you attractive, just because I'm like, I like who you are. It doesn't always happen that way. Like sometimes I'm attracted to you, like how you look, and then I'll be like, you know what, you're cool. But sometimes like I'll be like, nah, like this guy's kind of ugly. But then we'll be hanging out for so long that I'm like, maybe not.
Wait. So what's your ex look like? And like from a 1 to 10, what was he?
You ever seen iCarly?
Yeah.
Think of Gibby. That's a pretty.
So we're gonna have to pause this.
That's
I gotta see what this dude look like.
That's like a pretty. I mean, like not exact.
Not that I'm gonna judge a man, but
Not
still.
exact, but I made a TikTok of that, and then TikTok took it down for bullying, and I was like, come on. Dang, they were hating.
Are you a
TikTok was like, ladies aren't winning this
bully?
time.
Are you a bully?
No.
Are you
no.
secretly a bully?
No. I'm
You
a
go-
very.
Hold on.
I'm accurate. Show the camera.
Oh,
accurate.
Okay.
That's what it looks like?
And no, and like he always takes his shirt off.
If,
Like, that's his
if that is your description of,
I want to say real quick.
that is your description
I can't.
of a
No comment.
good-looking man,
No,
then
no.
we all are Adonis.
Rich asked me, what does my ex look like? And then on a scale
Then
of
we all
1
got
to
a
10,
chance. You know what I'm saying? Normally
different person now.
you meet a pretty woman and you become extremely intimidated. But
Hello.
guess what?
Yes.
We all got our shot. We might as all shoot our shot.
How long were you guys together?
Like 2 years or so.
Was he
That
funny?
That was like a relationship.
Not really though, because I was so young. I was like 18, 17.
Did he have money? Like, what was the?
It was
Was he
just
driving?
Right. Is money a criteria
Did he have a car?
of what a
Well, I lived in a
law
small
would
town.
look
I lived in a small
attractive?
town.
Is money a criteria?
It's not a criteria, but it makes you look better.
Mm.
It's definitely not like you have to have money, but if you do, like you're.
So if a man's a 5 at 100, he has $100,000 in his pocket.
He's
what's the
immediately
most?
like a 7.
Okay.
Woo!
$500,000.
You're a 10.
Oh, only $500,000 for a 10?
But the thing is that like just because you're a 10 doesn't mean I'm gonna date you. Like it makes you a 10, but I can still be like, if I don't like your personality, you could be a 10, and I'm like, eh.
I
Like, I have
noticed-
to like you.
But I noticed that you have. I don't know if it's a what is that thing called? A investigative series that you're doing on TikTok. It seems
Correct.
like you're searching out, you're seeking out cheaters.
Yeah.
What is the whole point of that? Like, why do you like why is that your business?
I mean, it's really not. It kind of I made it my business when people started like asking me for help because I just felt like I feel like girls are always being like connived and like lied to, that if I can help bring light to a situation and help a lady win, I'm gonna do that. So if that means proving to you that your boyfriend's cheating and then that means that you get a win, then I'm here for that.
But suppose there's a guy that feels that maybe his lady is cheating. Are you
I would help
available?
a guy.
Are you available to help that guy also?
Yeah.
With the same tenacity, or it's
Yeah.
completely different? Like you really want that guy to lose because
No.
you're so ladies to win?
It's I would help a guy. It's just harder. It's more difficult. Like I've had guys reach out to me, but like unless their girlfriend is like bisexual or attracted to girls, I'm like I'd have to like become her friend, and she'd have to trust me so much to tell me that she's cheating, and I don't know her. That would take a long time. You know what I mean? That kind of thing.
So mainly your clients. I'm gonna look at it as clients or
Besties, you
female.
can call them. You can call them besties. Yeah.
The
Bestie.
besties.
Bestie gang. Yeah.
Okay, so was this something that you decided to do, or was this something that someone contacted you and said, "Hey, my boyfriend is cheating, and can you help me?"
That happens now. I mean, I decided to do it once for like my really good friend, and then after that, like that kind of blew up, and then I was starting to get those DMs, and like I'm a very like
So in the DM, you
Like
tell the person it's
impact.
kind of crying.
no like I get like voice memos,
Really?
yeah, like videos of like girls like crying, and I feel terrible. Like I feel so bad. Like I can't listen to someone cry and like not do anything to help them. Like if I can, if it's within my like reach and ability, then I'm gonna do that.
But then I noticed that shortly after you had this viral or TikTok success, you started to release music. What came first?
I was
it the
always
music?
releasing music.
So was the music in conjunction to your series, or was the series in conjunction to the music? What came first?
I was always making music. I've always been a musician and a singer. So I was doing music first, but then after the series, I kind of started to make music based off of what I found that my audience was going through and like what I was going through myself. So like I made Over It, right? Because I was like over all these things, and then Over It kind of started taking off with like the cheaters thing because people were like over being cheated on, And then after that, I started getting a lot of like messages. And I noticed that a lot of girls were in these like toxic relationships. So then I kind of felt like I should write like Controller or like another song. Like I just wanted to give my audience the music that I guess they want or needed, and that would get them through the situation that they were telling me, right? Because like I can't directly text every single person in my DMs, but like I can make a song and they can all listen to it. It can help them.
I got you.
You know what I mean? So I've always been making music, but I think that the topics of my music started to shift after like the TikToks.
On your TikTok, I saw that you were talking about controlling your ex.
Yeah.
Did you write that about your ex?
It's inspired by my ex, you know what I mean? Because I had a lot of those emotions and feelings myself, but it's also inspired by a lot of the messages and the DMs and the girls from TikTok that also kind of felt the same way.
Right. So you released Over It then Controller. So
Yeah.
is it a backward story, or is it now that since now you're over it, you can express what happened with your relationship?
Right. So yeah, it's kind of going backwards. So like Over It is like this is where I am right now today. Like I'm over it, right? And then Controller starts to go backwards to show you the storyline of like, well, what exactly are you over? So it's like, well, I was in a controlling relationship and I'm over that. And then I have another song that's about called Lies, which is about just how men in general just lie. And now it's like, then I was lied to and I'm over that. So all the other songs are kind of telling you like what I was like over and how I got to like where I am.
Are you afraid though? Because considering that you're so wrapped up in like people's lives, like, are you afraid that maybe you need to get security or?
Yes,
or
yes,
or,
I do.
I be asking, like, are
Yes,
you
I
in danger?
do.
Are you in
I
danger?
do.
Like
Some man's like, yo, you ruined my relationship.
Yeah, exactly.
Right. That could be some dangerous
Like,
shit on.
have you ruined relationships or have you saved relationships or what? Like,
I mean, I think at the end of the day, I'm saving them. Like, if I'm just bringing light, like, that's all I'm doing, is I'm just bringing light to the situation. But obviously, people get mad that they're exposed and they kind of put that, like, negative energy towards me. But I really just try to, like, do my job dip. I'll be like, yo, I have the screenshots, like, he said this, and then block, like, I don't. No,
like
I
you
try
said,
to
like,
stay
you're
away.
looking at it as a job. So are you being compensated for any of this
No.
work, this
No.
service?
It's kind of like a
Charity?
Because it is a service.
This is charity.
Yeah.
It's a service that you're doing. So
Yeah.
No,
you're
it is.
compensated.
It's like a fun kind of hobby, but all I tell people is like, you can just like share my music, listen to my music,
So,
stream my song.
Breaking up a relationship is a
It's
fun
fun.
hobby.
No.
It's
Not
a
breaking
fun
up a
hobby.
relationship.
You just said that.
No.
That's what
not-
sound like
Like, you might be like ruining life, and it might not even be going on. What's going on? You
Right.
could be seeing it,
Right.
or taking the video of someone. It
Yeah,
was a
I mean,
misunderstanding.
It's not fun to break up a relationship, and I don't find joy in that. I just find joy in letting a girl have the power to make a decision.
Okay,
Because
now-
if you're being lied to, you don't have the full knowledge to make a decision to stay or leave.
So now my question is this: are you in a relationship?
Not really. No. I mean, the more these TikToks that I be doing, I kind of just be like, ugh. Like to guys, I'm like, ugh. It's just getting harder and harder. I'm like, yeah. Nah. I'm just seeing so much that I'm like, dang, I don't think I trust anybody. Like, is everybody kind of trust?
But you were just smiling, like you were glowing for a
You
second.
kind of was glowing. She might be in one of those like situations.
Because online it looks like you're one step from starting like the He-Man the He-Man hating club for like little rascals.
No.
But in real life you're glowing when you're asking.
Right.
No.
Relationship.
I'm in a relationship with my music, my career. That's what makes me the happiest.
I don't know if I believe that.
Really?
I don't know if I believe
No.
that. You
Dang.
look like you got a little pause, like there's a secret mister
No.
in your life.
No. I mean, with what time? When I'm catching cheaters and at the studio, where would I have a boyfriend?
Maybe you're
People make time
Maybe
when they
you
want
have a
to.
relationship with one of those cheaters.
That would be a plot twist.
Oh my god.
They'll always comment that and they'll be like, plot twist, she's getting with this guy right now. And I'm just like, no.
But hold on, did, like one of them take you to court or something? I saw you like were outside of court.
And so yeah, that wasn't from like one of the cheating scandals. That was like one of my like personal friends, and I didn't even do anything. Like he basically just posted this thing on Snapchat, right, and was insinuating like just saying like bad things. Like my friend posted a screenshot where he was saying, because she didn't talk to me, she didn't tell me anything, and then I basically was like, bro, like I just want to talk, I want to have a conversation. And then when I told him that, and I got to his house, he just like had the cops there and was like, she's harassing me, and I was like, oh, okay.
But you don't feel like you're taking it too far? Because I know on one TikTok you're talking about like there's a physical abuser, so now you're kind of mixing yourself into a situation that's explosive and violent.
Yeah, no, any type of situation, like if it's a situation that is like above me, I always will tell the girl like no. Like if a girl would tell me like, oh, like I'm getting abused, I'm like, yo, you don't need me, just leave the relationship. Like you're in a safe circumstance, you know. It's more or less girls that are kind of like insecure, or maybe their boyfriend cheated on the past or something like that, and they kind of want like reassurance, or they just want to see like their boyfriend's like true colors, I guess. But anything that's like serious, no thanks. I would tell them straight away, no, not for me.
Yeah, but your music is becoming like anthems for these people for your bestie gang, right?
So that's when like when I was saying earlier that like the shift, like the topics of my music changed. That's kind of where like again I've always been making the music, but the topics started to become more like these anthems and these kind of I guess that's the word really. Anthems for them to kind of have.
So just to look at it from a different perspective, we get that you do the cheating scandals,
Right.
and we get that you're an artist. What do you do for fun? Like, what music do you listen to? What makes Law happy outside of her music?
I mean anything creative really. So it's kind of hard though because I feel like my career is just like my lifestyle. So anything that I do for my career is also fun to me. You know what I mean? So it's like I'll play instruments or I'll write a song or I'll like listen to other people's music and it's like that's what I do in my free time, but like it is technically like I guess my job.
Mhm.
But I just find everything that I do so enjoyable that that's really all I want to do in my free time, if that makes sense.
What instruments do you play?
I play piano and guitar.
Okay.
Yeah. So that's like the main things that I mean like I like to read, but it's something also that I do like every day. But I'm like, is that like fun? Like I mean like I enjoy it, but it's like I have things that I do like in my daily routine, I guess.
Some people look at reading as fun,
Right. Yeah.
enjoyable.
Yeah, no, I definitely enjoy. I just like to learn. So if it's like a podcast or a YouTube video or a book or having like a conversation with somebody that's like really good at something, like I just like to always be learning something.
Now, we seem to be in this new culture of this cancel culture.
Correct. Yeah.
Okay,
We have to
and
cancel.
You got to cancel. Like, I think like everybody's a victim. Everybody
Right.
is being picked on. You know, what do you think about the society that we're in right now? Let's get a little political.
Oh man. I think that there's a lot of emotions from different people groups.
It's a lot of great questions you asked.
Yeah, there's a lot of emotions.
A lot of great
from
questions.
all
Like,
these
I'm actually
different-
shocked.
It's a good question because she's out here canceling men, so she's like,
No,
what is cancel
no,
culture?
no,
Listening,
Right.
like, yo,
See,
what's
that's
going on?
what it is. Like you're canceling. So I'm
No,
like, what do you
no,
think
no.
of that culture?
I'm not canceling men, right?
No, but I'm talking about the culture in general.
Yeah.
Like it's like you're catching men cheating,
Right.
but now like in 2021, you know, you say the wrong thing, you do the
Yeah.
wrong thing, you do the wrong video, you immediately can get canceled.
Right.
You know what I mean? So, you know, what do you think of that culture, that mindset right now?
I think it's very toxic. I think it has to stop just because a lot of the times with cancel culture, it's never, it's like any other piece of news. It's like a snippet. It's never the whole situation. And I think people will kind of jump to conclusions or just decide to get mad and feel away in a moment and they're not kind of like understanding. So I think that cancel culture in general is just all of these people groups that are feeling all these emotions, right? And then they feel how they feel, but it's almost like they don't understand like the other side. So I think if people were just more empathetic to everyone else and just realizing like, yo, we're all just people, you know, regardless of anything else, we're just people.
Got you.
And if they were more understanding, I think that would kind of solve that issue of everyone just like, it's almost like who can get mad first and who can be more mad. And it's like, well, why do we have to be mad in general? Why can't we just chill?
So you think that the baby being canceled from there was a couple of festivals
Yeah.
Like,
for
every
his
festival.
Yeah.
Every festival.
every festival
That's
was
what I didn't know existed. I'm
For
worried
his,
about all kinds of
yeah.
festivals.
for his comment on you know the LGBTQ
Right.
community. Think that was wrong? You think that
No,
was too harsh?
So I think that there's a difference between consequences and cancel culture. So I think that when you say something, there needs to be consequence. Like I do think it's wrong for him to say the things he's saying, but I don't think we should cancel him as a whole artist. You know what I mean? Like I think his consequence is that you can't do these shows, and then hopefully after that he can change his actions and we can all like move forward. I think cancel culture wants to just
Got
like
you.
keep it.
I actually like
forever.
that. I like that a lot. Actually,
Gotcha.
consequences. There's
Right.
consequences for your actions. That's a really good
Got
point.
you.
A good point. I agree.
I mean, he did apologize and everything, but
No,
I think
right,
it's like
right.
too late. Like they didn't
Yeah.
even want to hear that shit.
Yeah, but just
Whoa,
like
was the
yeah,
first apology really an apology?
yeah, no, that's the other
That's a
thing.
good point.
And that it's also so hard to
That's a
like
good point.
realize people's like intentions, and it's like, are you really sorry? But I really think that it should be people should get a consequence for whatever they did. They can sit ponder, and then people can make their own personal decisions. Like it's not
Right.
like you ever have to listen to the baby again. Like you know what I mean?
Right,
Like
right,
you can continue to feel how you feel, but I don't think that we should, as a collective, try to just like end someone. I just feel like that is such like a toxic mentality. Again, even if this person made a mistake, you should allow them the room and the ability to improve. Like if you keep them canceled, they can never improve. They can never
Right.
show you that I'm sorry. You know
Yeah,
what I
they
mean?
can never
So
change.
what'd you do a
I'll
song with?
smoke.
They can never show change.
I would do. Yeah.
Pop Smoke. This is something I was curious about. While Pop Smoke was alive, he didn't want to have features. He felt that his project should just be him.
Right.
Okay. Now that he's passed, they're doing these projects with all
All
these
features.
features.
I think that's
Or-
terrible.
So you think that that wouldn't be respecting?
Yeah, that's
his
you're not
wishes.
respect. That's like when they take all like the Michael Jackson vocals and just like use them on songs. I just feel like that person's art, even if they're not here, like especially if he said like that, if he said, "Yo, I don't want to do features," they should respect that. Like just because he's gone, I just feel like it's just like a cash grab, and I don't think that's really.
But don't you think it's like, say for example, if you're a major Pop Smoke fan, wouldn't you want more material?
I
Even
would
if,
want more
you know what I'm saying,
material.
because I think a lot of the songs are not completed, so they
Exactly.
have to do them
They have
as
to do 'em as
features.
features.
But see, that's the
That's
thing.
exactly
where
what
it's
it
like,
was.
If you're a Pop Smoke fan, like, do you want like the scraps or do you want like the complete thing? It kind of depends on. What
I think
you
the
want.
issue though is that the features aren't people that he would have featured on if it was
Exactly.
around,
That's
like
what
where
I
it was with the Brooklyn guys.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah, that's how I look at it. And with that being said, I noticed that with your music, you have no features. So
Right.
do you want to have a feature? And if you do, who would you want to be on one of your records?
I definitely want to do features. You know, earlier before when I was saying I like to read, it's like I like to learn. So I think having features will just allow me to like grow as an artist and just learn from other people that have been doing this longer than me. So I would definitely love to see like a Law Doja Cat vibe. It's like my dream to have Nicki Minaj in like a record, just because like I remember being in like 7th grade, like rapping Roman's Revenge like to every single class. So that's just like a dream come true, and I just respect her a lot. Like a Lost SZA. There's a bunch of people that again that I respect their artistry so much that I just want to learn, you know, and I think would be like an honorable moment to have them on something that I created.
So you rap it all?
No, not really. I got bars, but I'll be singing my bars.
You never took that Nicki
I
Minaj
don't
and did your
have
own
bars.
Roman's Revenge? You
No,
know?
no. I like to sing my bars. I can't rap.
Now, I've noticed that there's been a lot of transitions in your look.
Okay.
All right, so you know there's one time where I saw, which I thought was pretty hot. I saw you in like the Fenty
Right.
kind of a thing. Then there's another time where I see you like in jeans.
Mm-hmm.
Another time I see you in like a suit kind of a thing, like a dress suit kind of a thing.
Right.
And but I know that you come from a religious background. I think your mom, I believe, is like a minister or
She's a
something.
minister, yeah.
So do you get
Oh,
any?
word?
Yeah.
she is. Yeah.
Yeah. So do you get any kind of slack from your parents because you know as an artist you have to make certain kinds of transitions, you know, as far as the image.
Right.
So my question is, do you have any slack? What is your image? What are you most comfortable in
I
or
mean,
out of?
as far as like slack from my parents, like they're my parents. they're always gonna feel away. Like my dad will tell me like, yo, I don't like you wearing them, but they're never gonna like they just believe in me. They believe in what I do, so they're always gonna be like, whatever you have to do, you know, for your career, and they trust the girls that they raised. So they feel like, yo, if you feel like comfortable wearing this, you know, we know that you're not like stupid. Like you're gonna, you know, this is for purposes, whatever. I kind of feel like my style's always changing. Like I think when I first started doing music, like I was not as comfortable as I am right now. So I think that my style kind of changed as I just grew up and became more of a woman and just got more comfortable. So I think the more that I just grew up and experienced life, I think that my fashion is going to reflect that, because whatever I'm learning and whatever I'm feeling is just going to reflect in the type of things that I want to wear and put on my body. If that makes sense.
So my question is, how do you make the distinction between classy, sexy, and ratchet?
I mean, all those are very opinionated, right? Like I always just want to
So I
make
want to
sure.
hear your opinion.
I mean, I don't know. I just feel like it's really just about the energy of the person that's wearing it. Like I feel like two people can wear the exact same thing, but if someone just has a certain vibe about them, it's just gonna come off more classy. So I'm always focusing on making sure that I have the type of energy, the type of aura that I want to give off, regardless of what I'm wearing. So I'm always gonna focus on keeping my vibe and my presence classy, because then no matter what I wear, it's always gonna be classy.
I like that.
Thank you. You're really trying to get me right now.
No, because we saw her in the fancy playing piano, the
Yeah,
fancy
yeah,
underwear.
yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Hey, I'm just listening right now.
Yeah, like when I saw you wearing the fancy
Listen.
underwear and do the piano, I was like, whoa, what happened to? Well, it was
Classy.
still Lowan at the time.
Yeah,
I know.
yeah.
Everyone was
That's what
calling
you
me
did.
like, "Are you okay?"
So what was
I
that
was like,
reaction? Like that wasn't just slack. I can imagine from your minister mother.
I feel like so that was like the worst of it, right? Like once it was there, she kind of was like mad a little bit, but then after that, she was like, alright, like.
What was your thought process? Like, I'm just gonna put on this underwear and start playing piano with the world.
Sure, they have that. I saw that silhouette challenge, and that was
the silhouette challenge. Yeah.
I mean, yeah, it was about where I was at the time, and again, like I was at a place where I really felt like I was just comfortable with my body, and I was comfortable. And again, like I think that was during like quarantine, so I lived alone during quarantine, and I had like a lot of like mixed feelings, and I kept feeling like there was all of these stigmas put on me, right? Being like a black woman in America, and I should be like this, and you should look like this, and I kind of felt like I was just comfortable. I was like, you know what? Regardless of what people want me to be or think I should be, I'm comfortable right here. And I play piano. It's a very expressive thing for me, so I kind of just did it. There wasn't like a lot of thought behind it or like who's gonna get like that was the point. Like I was like I don't really care who's gonna get mad.
Felt like a post breakup vibe. Also, your girl starts
Like
going
a
online.
That's what it sounds like.
Right?
It's like I was living with someone, but now at this moment
I'm living
alone.
No, I've always lived alone. No, so it wasn't like a flex on my ex type of thing. No.
But the DMs probably blew up.
So then this is my last question. So in the course of a ladies always win day,
Okay.
describe that. Just describe any particular day, so we know what would happen. What would you do? So it's 7 o'clock. What happens?
So I make my bed before I turn my alarm off. I have to do that so that I do not climb back into bed. So the alarm is going off as I make my bed. I turn my alarm off. I start making coffee immediately. I'm trying to drink water before I drink coffee. I'm giving up. It's not happening. So I make coffee. I do my skincare. I try to have like a nice me moment, focus on myself. I'll have my coffee, and then I'll either read a book or read like the Bible, and like I have like a gratitude journal that I try to do. So I try to do those things, and then from there I'm either off to like the gym, or I'm off to the studio, or I'm off on like a mission. I'm gonna go make a TikTok or something.
Right.
And then from there it's just like I could be doing a variety of different things. But that's
A mission to destroy relationships.
Mission to
No, to bring truth.
She called it a mission.
And clarity. No,
a relationship.
To
Like,
bring
I could, like,
truth.
waking
Good
up.
morning.
She has like a little book, like who am I gonna destroy?
Who am I
today?
gonna
No,
destroy
it's not
today?
destroying.
Who's there?
No,
man?
Fucking
no.
Like, but wait, what's the man? Because one of these men had to reach out to you, right?
Yeah.
Like, what's their reaction when you blow their spot?
No, better yet. All right. Are a lot of guys hitting you in your DMs? Like after they see the stuff that you're doing,
Oh,
is anybody hitting you
yeah.
in your DM saying, "Hey, I like to go on a date. Hey, I like to meet you. Hey."
I mean, like guys are in my DMs, but it's not from what they see on TikTok. It's just like they'll find me on Instagram or whatever, and like they think I'm attractive. It's not like, whoa, this girl's out here catching people cheating. Let me date.
So they haven't caught on to you yet.
Yeah, right.
That's
No.
They don't know
Yeah.
what you do, really.
Yeah, not really. No, like because
Exactly, because you imagine that, right?
I try to keep it off of my Instagram.
You date her, then you go to work, and all of a sudden you look outside, you see her sitting there,
Sitting
and
there.
you're like a psycho bitch. You know what I mean?
Fucking even outside.
What does he do? I just met her last night. You know?
So that has not. I mean, guys have hit me up and they've been mad, but like it's whatever. Like
I'd be
they're mad at
furious.
themselves. They're mad at themselves. Like you can't be.
I would never be mad at myself.
Because a lot of guys have the mentality of like it's not wrong if I don't get caught, and it's like I don't really agree with that, but.
How far did you travel, or what's the furthest you will travel to do this?
What's the radius of this mission?
I get that question
What do you
a lot.
think?
Did she say it's a mission?
What do you think?
Like, you tell me your besties that's too far?
Would you fly?
Yeah.
The
Would
question
you
is
fly
this.
to LA to catch a nigga?
But
Like,
see, the thing is, like, if I'm going somewhere, I will use like things like. So I went to Florida. Right? I was already going to Florida, and then I did missions. I hate calling that. I did missions while I was in Florida because it's
The
like okay, I'm already
mission.
there. You know what I mean? Like I would not go to Florida just to do that. But I think if I'm going to LA, right, for music, whatever, while I'm there, I'll be like, hey guys, I'm in LA. Like this is a once in a lifetime chance because I'm usually not here. But like if someone lives far away, like I'll just like DM their boyfriend. Like that's like my other thing. So that like
Wow.
regardless of where
she
they
sent
live.
DMs.
Yeah, DMs are like a little harder just because guys are more skeptical. Because like if I follow them on Instagram, they're automatically like, why is this like kind of poppin' girl like following me? Like they're already kind of like, what's going on? Versus like in person, like you don't know who I am. Like so I'm having to give like fake names, so I could just be like anybody.
Alright, so what's next for music then before we start getting out of here?
Do you make a fake page?
No,
Like, you have
no.
a fake Instagram?
No,
You
I
put
should
on
get one.
wigs and shit?
No, I just use my regular Instagram, but I probably should get a fake one.
That's dangerous.
Next in music, you said?
Yeah, it's like
We're gonna just keep making anthems for the ladies, you know. I have a record called Lies. It's actually I like previewed on TikTok that a lot of people are like, "Where's that Fluent Liar song?" So I think that that's gonna be probably my next song, but just more songs, probably a little project or something, you know. But
that's fine.
things are coming.
You want to shout anybody out? The Bestie Gang? Is there
Yeah,
special
shout out to
members?
the Bestie Gang. Shout out to Mary, Lyric, Colby. There's a lot of people. The whole group chat, you guys, Allison, everybody knows who they are. You know.
Okay, great.
We're not besties, I guess.
Thank you for
And all of you guys, everyone.
We're
knows
on the
who
group
I'm
chat.
on. Shout out to Frank, man. I wish that you were here. This
I'm
was
not on the
great.
group chat.
No.
I gotta be a joke to
You
be
know,
the best
thank
again?
you for coming
No,
through. You know,
Okay.
we appreciate you. You know, very, very interesting person.
Thank
For all the
you.
men out
These
there, watch
questions
out.
were
I didn't even watch
spicy.
Where can they find you though? Where can they
These
find
questions
you? But don't tell the TikTok.
Yo, let them know
your
let them know your socials.
Right.
Yeah.
Everywhere is Law and Music, including TikTok. If you don't want to see any of that, then just Law and Music on Instagram and Twitter and everywhere else.
Alright, so go stream controller
Yeah.
over it.
Right. Go stream Controller, watch Controller, stream over it, and follow me on Spotify, Apple Music, so you know about the new releases that I was telling Richard about.
There it is.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
That was Law. This is the Frank and Nice / Mike and Rich show.
Nice.
Pop the vinyl. We out of here. Mike, we out.